What's going on, people? This is your boy Nightmare Impact, and I am back bringing you another video. But this is a little something different. This is actually like an apology video, and what I mean by that is that this video is kind of like a where's my review at, mofo? No, I got really behind on this latest review that I'm doing, and I kind of wanted to bring you something, while you wait, and I realized I never brought you the gameplay footage of Aladdin. Now, I'm not gonna bring you the full gameplay footage here today. I'm just gonna show you some of my favorite stages, and just talk about the recording of the process of recording this video when I did the review. If you haven't seen the review for this and you're watching this video, please go watch the review. I'm gonna put a link in the should be popping up on the screen somewhere. But yeah, that review it's done me really well for with the new way I'm trying to go, like in comparison to my other videos, with my Tekken videos, which is like they get like 1,000 view, whatever. I'm trying to transition away from Tekken. In all honesty, I'm not a fan of Tekken 8, and I'm gonna go into that also in another video another time. I'm not gonna do that here, but I just wanted to say, thank you for those who watched this video, those who commented, those who was, messing with it. And I just want to talk about this, this video a little bit, because I realized I didn't bring you my my latest review. I'm like maybe 45% done with it, and so it's not really nowhere near technically done. I'm still writing it, and I just wanted to, just bring you something, and I wanted to bring you this because I'm like, this is a perfect introductory stage. If you just saw the stage, it just passed, but it's a perfect introductory stage into the game. All the things you're gonna utilize, such as the glider and all these things. Because I'm the kind of person who uses the glider a lot, because one of my favorite games was Super Mario 2. I used to play the princess all the time, and so she gets gliding across the stages. So maybe I'll bring that game to you in the future. But yeah, that was the first stage, and again, I'm just touching on some of my favorite stages and why they're my favorite, because that stage is I think it's a perfect introduction to everything you're gonna need to learn. Like how to jump, how to do it basically shows you everything you're gonna run into, even the special stages when you collect the scarab and you get the special stage like that. And so again, I wanted to just kind of just fast forward, and here we go to the boss fight, because there's only like 2 boss fights. Isn't that weird that this game only has like 2 boss fights? Now, I assume that they probably wanted to have more boss fights, but they probably ran out of time. The developers making it, so I'm not gonna hate them for it, And yeah, like I said, this whole first stage is completely set up for you to me, the game doesn't start till you get to the Cave of Wonders, and and so this is like I said, it's a great introductory stage. And they did a great job actually following the movie, because the whole time this is happening, this is literally kind of equivalent to the movie, And yeah, here's the red, the password system in the red. I didn't really go into the red jewels in my review, because I didn't really think it made sense, like to just get the extra ending. And on top of that, I've never collected all of them. I've tried, but I've never collected them all. And so I skipped ahead to the second stage of the Cave of Wonders, because I found like this stage is actually one of my favorites. Again, the first stage of Cave of Wonders, it's, I kind of went past it. Like I said, I'm not showing you everything in the game in my playthrough. I'm just showing you some of the things I really enjoy. And this is a stage I really enjoy. Keeping up with the platforms, like, you get the idea. It's platforming, you know what I mean? As you can see, yeah, I use that a lot. But anyway, let's go back to this video. This video was kind of hard to record, because I had to record it kind of like how I'm recording it now, where I have a bunch of people over at the house, and it's kind of hard, and when you can't control your living space. I've had the situation where I can't really control my living space, and and so it's like, I gotta find the time to record these videos, get my voices, and I have all this stuff in the background. And it's very hard. It's very hard when you don't have your own place anymore. But that's a whole nother discussion. I'm not gonna burden you with that. Everyone's going through some hard times, you know what I mean? So yeah, as I said, this video was hard to record. That's why the volume came off really messed up in the review. I really am gonna try to help work with that. I've actually been working with my working on my enunciating and my my dictation. It's getting better. Trying to end a lot of the mush mouth syndrome, and trying to get better at reading my own scripts, because it's kind of sad how badly I read my own scripts. But I've been taking the feedback. Definitely, I've been taking the feedback. I love the feedback. More importantly than people seeing it is the feedback, and I'm loving the comments. If you want to talk to me, you got something that you see that I said wrong, I got no problem with correcting it. Now we get to my favorite stage, which is my favorite bunch of stages. Now, don't get me wrong, Cave of Wonders is probably, the highlight of this, just the same. But this is definitely one of the big highlights, is these 3 stages of the Genie stage. The same with the 3 stages of Cave of Wonders, which I didn't show here, but I did show in the review, where the chase scene and all those things. And again, I'm not gonna show you all 3 stages of the Genie stage either, because again, I'm strapped for time, and it was just to show you some of my favorite stages. Because I think once you get past those 2 stages, pretty much the game is over. Because I just don't find the other stages as interesting as the Cave of Wonders and the Genie stage. Because after that, it's pretty much the desert stage, and after the desert stage, it's the castle. And after the castle, it's pretty much this right here, as you see. Game over, fight the boss. And the boss fight, to be honest with you, is easy. I'm gonna make it look harder than what it is, because I'm rushing, as you can see. Because I'm just like, I pretty much have it where, I have full life. You can't really go wrong with how much life I have. I have exactly the amount of life you're supposed to have at the end of the game. That's like all the way full, so it's not like it's hard for me. Only time I was getting hit because I was rushing. Again, I wasn't trying to make it look like, amazing. I was just trying to just win as fast as I could. But anyway, back to what I was saying. The next review will be out very soon. Just give me a little bit more time to continue working on it. I'm gonna put it out probably within the next week or 2. Until then, I'm gonna maybe give you this video, give you another video, and like I said, like I thank you, because as a transition from doing the other videos, which I was doing, which is the Tekken videos, I just I was a little bit like, oh man, I just want to kind of just put videos out of things I enjoy, things I remember from my childhood, or things I just things I've been playing. And as I said, I'm not getting the views I used to get from Tekken, but you know what? Any views is works for me. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh man, I need to get 1,000 for I'm not those people, and So I just wanted to say thank you. And if you can't tell by my voice that I'm recording this at a different time than when I restarted the video, because again, life gets in the way. You know how it goes. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, and like I said, I think Aladdin's again is a great game. Again, go watch my review. Go watch those reviews. Watch as many of them as you can. Rewatch them. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear the like I said, I would love to hear people push back on it. Like I remember the Genesis, when I said that the Genesis is better, but I only say it's better because that's what the consensus say. I didn't really play the Genesis version. But maybe in the future, if you say let me know, I will. I'll make it a priority, play Genesis version. But I'm gonna get out of here. Take care. I'm gonna get back to work. Alright. Be blessed.